What is up, YouTube? So today we got hamstrings. Like I said earlier on in the videos, I do split up my leg days. I have one quad day and one hamstring day. Just legs are a weak point for me, and that's one of the body parts I really want to absolutely hammer each side on their own day, just so that they can experience the most growth. And also, the way I push my quads, I can't even imagine doing hamstrings on top of that, and vice versa. The way I push my hamstrings, I can't imagine doing quads on top of that. Might actually puke. But I like isolating them all in each day. I just feel like the pump is better, and I've experienced a lot more leg growth doing it this way. So if your legs are being stubborn, definitely split up your quad day and your hamstring day. Just give it the whole day of work. Um, I can't even imagine hitting quads right now because from that last quad day that I did, my quads are still sore as hell. Like, I'm nervous that the seated hamstring curl, just the pressure of that pad being on my quads is going to hurt. So it might be more of like an RDL day. We'll see how we feel. And we'll obviously see how I'm feeling in the gym. We'll see what I end up doing. So yeah, for hamstrings, I like to start with leg curls as like a warm up. Again, not counting them as working sets, just kind of warming up. Then I go over to RDLs to start. I'm heading over to Planet Fitness, so I'll probably do the RDLs on the Smith machine. Probably like 3-4 sets. We got a really good stretch going, and then just spam some hamstring curls. At this Planet Fitness, they don't have a laying down hamstring curl, which I'm a little mad about. Um, but anyway, what are you gonna do about it? Just gotta work with what you got. I might do some dumbbell RDLs or some single leg RDLs. We'll see what I end up doing. Uh, yeah, and then finish with some calves. So yeah, let's get heading over there. Before this, I did my cardio this morning. I was not paying attention to the time, and I ended up doing an hour of cardio instead of 45 minutes, which which is my scheduled time. For my cardio, if you don't know already, I do 40 minutes, 4 days a week. But today I accidentally did an hour. I was not paying attention to the clock. But it's whatever. On my drive home from doing cardio, I was super tired. I took about 10 minutes after to just kind of unwind because I couldn't even think about doing anything. I was so freaking tired. But I ate meal 3 about maybe an hour and 15 minutes ago or so. Made sure I had enough time to digest. If you're eating right before the gym, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you wait at least an hour before you train. Because if your body is digesting all those foods that you're eating, and you're probably going to be eating carbs right before your workout, because that's what everybody should be doing. I mean, it gives you energy. But those carbs aren't going to hit you right away and give you energy right away. So you need to give your body some time to digest. And if you're not giving your body time to digest, I mean, yeah, you can work out, but the workout won't be as good as if you do digest, because you're gonna feel sluggish. You know, your body's gonna be trying to digest and work out at the same time. So definitely give yourself some time to digest. You also have to give yourself time for your pre-workout to kick in. I mean, sometimes I'm working out and I see people dry scooping their pre, like, in the gym, which I guess it just depends on your warm-ups. Like, if I'm thinking, if I take a half hour to warm up, I mean, maybe I'll take my pre when I first get to the gym. But for me, I only take a 10-minute warm-up, so I'm going to drink my pre-workout 10 minutes before the gym. Like, you just got to think. Maybe for myself, I go by the rule of I want to have my pre completely drinking by the time like 30 minutes before my first working set. So I try to time it that way, because a lot of the times when I'm taking my pre-workout, I'm tired, and like, you obviously need time for it to kick in and actually start working. I love that beta alanine itch that I get, because it just I know it has its pros for like muscle endurance, and it's not you don't just take it for that itch, but I honestly like the itch that I get from it because it makes me want to move, um, more so than the caffeine, to be honest. The pre-workout that I have has a little bit of beta alanine in it, which is good, but I might start to like buy the gorilla mode, like straight up beta alanine, just to get a little extra. Um, because I do love the feeling that I get from it. Uh, so yeah. But yeah. So on the topic of hamstrings, um, I used to do some pretty heavy RDLs, and that started to take a real big toll on my lower back. Nothing to the point where like it would hurt or anything, but it would just make me be so sore for like days on end, where it would affect my quad training whenever I wanted to do some sort of press. So I try to take a lighter approach on RDLs now, just so I could feel it more in my hamstrings. I really don't want to fatigue my lower back. And if you've ever had a lower back pump, you'll know what I mean by when I say it feels gross. I mean, I hate the feeling of a lower back pump, but maybe that Christmas tree will look pretty nice once I get lean enough from working it. But typically when I'm doing an RDL, I'm not trying to work my lower back. I'm trying to just work my hamstrings. So I'll definitely go a little bit lighter on those. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier as well, I am pretty limited to the hamstring like machines that I have at this Planet Fitness. I mean, I got RDLs with dumbbells in the Smith machine, and then I got um, leg curls. They don't have the laying down one, like I said. So I might do some single leg curls on the seated machine, just to kind of switch it up a little bit. That way I'm not doing all like double leg. Um, so yeah. I think that's really all I got to say right now. Warm up wise, like I said, I just do a few leg curls, but other than that, I don't warm up my knees too much because I'm not really pressing for hamstrings. But I always like to warm up my calves a little bit too. I always feel like my leg workouts are always a bit better when my calves have a little bit of a pump. So yeah, warm up wise, probably just some leg curls, maybe a couple calf raises, and that's about it. So I'll see you in the gym for the first working set. All right, so for my first work set, first exercise, sorry, I'm doing some seated hamstring curls. Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry. All right, so for my second work set, I'm upping the weight a little bit because I got a little more volume than I would have wanted last set. Starting now with the rep goals of 15 to 17 reps. Perfect set. Whew. Bless you. All right, last set. I up the weight one more time. I'm going again for around 15 full reps plus some partials. Drop set. Perfect set. Holy shit. When you curl your leg, try to hold it and really squeeze back here, at least for a second, just to feel that burn for a little bit longer. All right, let's move on to some Smith machine RDLs. Whew. All right, so right here we got my first working set of Smith machine RDLs. My goal for these was to just go nice and slow, get a real good stretch at the bottom, and then come up. I'm not going to fully lock out on these because I don't want to work my glutes and back too much, so I'm just going to try to isolate my hamstrings as much as possible. So really feel that stretch and then pop up. These RDLs today were a little bit rough for me because I was definitely still feeling the upper back soreness from the rack pulls and the back day a couple days ago. So I went extra light and just really got a good stretch. And again, like I said, this was a little bit of a higher volume hamstring day. Typically, I wouldn't go over like 12 to 15 reps, and I think I got closer to 20 on that set. About to go into the second work set now. Yeah, right over here. I'm sorry for the crappy angles. The Smith machine wasn't really meant for people to record on it, I guess. But anyway, you could obviously see the set's still good enough. I upped the weight a little bit here because, again, 20 reps was a little higher than what I wanted. Again, same mindset on here. Just get a real good stretch at the bottom and then pop back up. But not a full lockout, like I said earlier. I'm standing on a plate, as you can see, just because if I wasn't going to stand on the plate, I don't get as good of a stretch because the Smith machine starts to hit the bottom of the rack. So standing on that plate gives me another inch of about another inch to stretch my hamstrings. Wrapping up this set now, and then I go back to some seated hamstring curls. So I'll see you then. So we're back over to hamstring curls for the last few sets of the hamstring workout. Right now, I'm going to try to curl them slow just to get a really good squeeze and then get a good stretch at the top. I'm going to go for about 12 to 15 reps. There's a little bar over here that I could self-spot myself to go a few past failure. Great set. Got 3 more, then some calves. All right, now we got the third set of hamstring curls. The second round of hamstring curls, I should say. Dropping it to 60. 70 was just slightly too heavy. Started self-spotting a little earlier than I would have wanted to. Again, going real nice and slow on the way down. That way I don't pick up too much unnecessary momentum. Because if I brought it down too fast, my legs might kick back up too fast, and then I can't control that part of the movement. All right, let's get into it. Squeeze. 3. 8. Come on. 13, come on. 20. That was a good set. This is definitely one of the higher volume hamstring workouts that I've done in a while. I normally go less than 20 reps, but burn is awesome. Holy shit. Got 2 more here and some calves. Alright, this is the last set of hamstring curls of the day. I actually think I upped the weight to 90 pounds for this last set. For some reason I had in my mind, wanted to finish off a little bit heavier and just get as many good squeezes that I could. I think I only hit about 10 to 12 reps, including some partials, so to me I was like, why not hit a drop set? So I dropped it for a few more reps after this. All in all, it was a great hamstring workout. Probably not going to work out at Planet Fitness for hamstrings, at least this location, in the future, just because it is limited to the equipment, but I still made the most out of it. So yeah, I'll see you in the car. All right, what is up, everybody? So, I just got home from the gym. I forgot to record the talk on the drive home, but it's whatever. I'll just sit in my driveway and talk. Hamstrings. They were pretty darn good today. Like I said in the ride over, my Planet Fitness is pretty limited to the hamstring equipment. We only really have one dedicated hamstring machine, and it was the seated leg curl. A great machine to have access to. I mean, I love it, and I always get a great pump from it. So, yeah. Even when you're limited to equipment, you could still get a really, really good workout with only even having one machine. It's just a matter of how intense you want, and how intense you're going is what really puts on muscle or doesn't. So, as you saw in the video, I mean, I only did 2 movements, Smith machine RDLs and hamstring curls. I started with hamstring curls, got a really good pump going. Then I went to RDLs, kind of stretched my hamstrings out a little bit, and also got a lot of great work in. I normally like to do an even amount, but I definitely did more leg curls today, only because my upper back and rear delts are still fried from that back day that I had a couple days ago. Um, yeah, that it absolutely fried my back and rear delts. So even just going pretty light for RDLs, it was really making it all sore. I still felt it in my hamstrings, of course, but um, it was just too uncomfortable for my upper back. So I called it after 3 sets. Um, then I hopped back on the hamstring curl machine and just went to absolute failure on all the rest of the sets. I missed a few recordings, but I'll just describe all that in the voiceover later on when I edit the video. But yeah, all in all, great hamstring workout. Um, it was definitely on the higher end of volume. I normally like to do 15 to 17 reps, and I was hitting 20 on a lot of. I was hitting 20 reps on a lot of the sets today, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Um, but yeah, the burn was great on this workout. Um, yeah, so that's all I really got. I'm gonna go in now. I gotta eat meal number 4, and yeah, that's about it. So I will see you tomorrow for chest and side delts. Peace out, guys.